Can you? Let me see if you can see me. Can you see? Hello? I'm down here. Welcome to a live stream. I tried so many times to go live. You don't know. I cannot seem to get a good Wi-Fi signal from the front of the stage at Boardwalk Hall. I'm going to try to give you, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I went to something going on at this park turnaround thing over near the courthouse and City Hall and all this stuff. And I actually did a lot of playing guitar there, but I didn't make a red cent that I wasn't necessarily expecting to, but I was open to the possibility because I know somebody that got $30 to play there before. So all I got was a soft pretzel and a soda because they also had pizza. Pizza, somebody else. And there was one guy that I was playing guitar while I was waiting in line for the food, and there was a guy ahead of me that basically said it was giving him a headache, so I stopped playing. And after that, people asked me to play. I said I was in the mood to play, but now I don't want to play anymore because I don't want to upset Mr. Headache Man. So then after that, and I tried to get a plug-in on the corner where the library is so that I could go live there because you've got Wi-Fi there, but I need to plug my tablet in for the most part. Now, why I'm able to go on right now, I don't know. All of a sudden, the thing just came on. But this is just not some signals are not very, very sturdy. This tablet I'm sensitive to. So I hit the boardwalk, and when I finally got to the stage, I saw Fuzzy and a bunch of people I know, people that I've had on my channel. And I left my stuff by the stage. I smoked some weed with them. Then I found a couple of shady spots across from the coffee shop. And I played and I played and I played and I played and I played. And usually when you're out there for 3 hours, you get a little something. I did not get anything. Nothing. And you know what? I was looking at my skin. And you see I got a sock which never had it was always open in the front. I had this to try to give my arms some coverage, and on this one, you see they don't even match. And my mom was teasing me about it when I went out to go to this thing. But but today definitely was not worth it money wise. I found 2 little roaches. And then there was some guy that thought he would be really smooth talking to me. He told me that he was a fellow music player and he loved to hear live music. And he was going to go to an ATM and he was going to get some cash. After finding out, of course, I don't have cash. The app I have is PayPal. So then he said he was going to go to an ATM and he said he was going to roll a joint and he was going to come back. And he never did. And meanwhile, I went back to the stage where my friends were and Fuzzy was playing guitar and smoked some more weed. And of course, those guys were getting their drink on. And I was still keeping my eye out for the cop. And I found a name for the cop. I don't want to say it on live on air here, but he is a rookie. And let's say his name rhymes with Stinkus. And I've already kind of got a song for him. They also nickname him the Red Menace. And, I have a friend who, he's more of an acquaintance. You've seen him on my channel. He looks like Charles Manson. He's got the long beard that's braided and he's got a couple of beads in it. Well, he told me some things about the guy and says that he would rectify the problem. He would talk to him or something, but he's just another bullshit artist. I'm sorry, but most of these guys on the boardwalk, they tell tall tales, and I know that. So anyway, I gave it the old college try, and I was glad that I didn't actually have any run-ins with anybody, and I got to hang out with my friends. But I did clear the air with them and say, look, why is it that you can still play the guitar when I was kicked off it? I don't understand it. If they're going to enforce the rules, they should kick everybody off, especially when I know none of my friends have these permits. I was hoping that one of my buddies who plays guitar on the boardwalk was going to be at the park today so I could ask him if he got the license. If I could meet some people who actually got the license. I've only met one person who went through all this, and that is an ambassador who also plays guitar and who actually got jacked up himself, and I guess he must be of means to be able to fulfill all those requirements. You have to be of means. It is, well, the high is supposed to be 84. What it is right now, I really don't know, but I was in the, too much sun on the boardwalk. Uh, I have an umbrella with me, and, uh, and well, I could not get a good Wi-Fi signal. I remember when I used to be able to post pictures to Facebook, usually when I'm in front of a casino. Those have the best Wi-Fi. But there is the Atlantic City Boardwalk Wi-Fi, and you just have to click on it and click the permission thing. But and the electric is still, the electric is hooked up by the stage. New Jersey had two tornadoes yesterday. They weren't near here, but still. And I still can't believe what happened to Hawaii. I wonder if I ever get anybody watching me from Hawaii. I can't believe what happened to them. I never thought that they would have anything more to deal with except earthquakes and volcanoes. I never thought something like that could happen to them. I mean, I think I'm upset about my problems and stuff, and I'm thinking, how would you feel if you had to like that? So, yeah. I played with a real pick today. Not usually I play with picks that I cut out of cards and stuff, but I actually had a real pick. And I always put picks in my change thing. And my change thing is, well, I'm holding onto the tablet, but my change thing is totally empty. The music is really loud on the boardwalk. I was here for Sandy, and when it floods on this corner here, the water doesn't stay up for too long. It goes down, but I got to see signs blown around and floating down Pacific Avenue here, and I actually went in the ocean. I went on the beach. I saw this lady. Turns out she was from Germany, and she was taking pictures. She was trying to take a selfie next to this sign talking about the ocean, or I forget what the sign was about, but anyway, I took a picture of her with her camera, and she took a picture of me with my camera. And one of the things I didn't like is just before my birthday, the governor closed the island off. And you can only get on Atlantic City. Atlantic City's on an island. You can only get by Albany Avenue or by the Atlantic City Expressway, or you can you can go to Brigantine by the Brigantine Bridge, or if you go down through the Long Island, you could go through Ventnor, Margate, and Longport, and you can get to Ocean City from Longport. And you can also get by a Margate. I believe there's a bridge that gets you to Summers Point, I think. So, but yeah, we're on a barrier island. So if the governor wants to, he can close all the bridges. And then if he does that, then people are stuck on the island. And I was really mad because around my birthday, I wanted to go to some clubs. And when they closed off the island, even people that lived on the island wouldn't bother going to this club. People who lived right next door to the club. On the boardwalk, there's this fancy high-rise called the Ritz, and I know a bunch of people that live there, and it's right next to the Tropicana Casino. And on my birthday one year, the year that Sandy hit, I wanted to go to Boogie Nights there, I've never gone there with a group of friends before. I think it would really be fun to go with a bunch of people, but because of the using Sandy as an excuse, and the fact that I think that when you have a power outage in a place like the Ritz, they have a generator. So certain things like the water pump, like the pump needs to have electricity. So they have a generator for that. So you can still do things like flush your toilet and stuff like that. And you have a lot of senior and disabled people that live there, and you need to have some basic things there. But yeah, they wouldn't go and party with me on my birthday, and I was pissed off. Of course, they were all older than me, but still, I'm thinking you're right next door to a club, and plus women could get in free on a Friday. Everybody over a certain age could get in free, and this group, they could definitely do it, but they didn't, But whatever, And now I don't know if anybody goes to clubs at all, to tell you the truth. But when I walked to my dentist appointment a couple of days ago, that first thing in the morning thing, which I was really glad to have because normally I don't like early morning appointments, but I liked it because there was forecast for thunderstorms later, and the last thing I wanted to do was be in fear of dealing with thunderstorms. So I went to this appointment, and I had a good time and everything, but it took me twice as long as I usually walk places because both my feet were aching, like up where the bunion area would be, and I had to walk slower than normal. And that, coupled with the fact that I was walking in the sun, even though I had an umbrella, and whenever there's any slight bit of wind, it causes resistance on the umbrella. And anyway, that, but they didn't say I was late, you know. But yeah, I still planning. I'm thinking, you know what I might do? I might have some coffee, check on my mom. I made pork burgers last week, and the kind of bread I used was amazing. It's olive oil bread that had rosemary in it, and it was real crusty. And it wasn't sourdough, but it was a bread like that. It has a lot of texture to it. It's not that squishy, refined bread a lot of people eat for their sandwiches and stuff. And that's it. I like good bread. And that's what I made the pork burgers on. And I used a lot of fresh herbs from the garden. And I've been watering my plants over my catch grate every other day with this fertilizer mixture. And you guys probably know a very common and free to get liquid fertilizer for plants, and it's something that we all produce, and it's our liquid. And I don't mean blood, even though blood can be used also. But you put some of that in. I have this big jug of water, and I put some that gold liquid, and you know what that is, and I add that to the water. You don't want to water on direct 12 noon because you can fry your plants that way. But early morning or later at night, dump that on my plants. And because it's diluted, you're not going to burn the leaves. And especially if it's going to be raining in a couple of days, you know, that'll dilute it even further. You should see, I wanted to take a picture of the grave and the flowers, but they don't have an electric real close by there that I know of. And I would have to make sure that this was turned on ahead of time and race over there and hope it's still on. But I can't take any more video from this tablet. All I can do is live because I don't have any more space from it. I took the chance of recording one of the live streams that YouTube took down, and I actually ended up recording two versions of it because I just recorded one from the start and one from midway through, and they're both on this tablet. So that's why I'm thinking of getting another tablet to film with that has a lot more space, you know, because I don't want to be limited to just live streaming, and I don't trust YouTube. I have no reason to trust them. You know, once you get me and you take down my stuff, I mean, I know I can be emotional, and I know I can have a big mouth, but damn it, don't target a cooking video that is primarily family stuff. That's just because, especially for somebody like me that has such a small reach. You know, I don't have millions of subs, and I mean, I'm grateful for everybody who takes the time to watch me. And unless you're only watching me because you want to snitch me out, I mean, you just never know. But that said, I love having a public voice, and I really feel bad about the idea of losing it just because YouTube refuses to let people speak freely, and and the fact that it's pretty much a monopoly. Because when Google bought out YouTube, you know, that's the world's biggest search engine right there. And so I really don't want to leave. I don't want to have YouTube disappear from me. So, okay, I'm going to cut this short so that I can go give my mom some coffee and whatever. Maybe do some smoke inhalation, you know. But I think I need to rest up so I can go back out tonight because there's no money out there at all. And it's really loud. A lot of places are playing country music. I got to hear some of the acts from from the uptown area. You can actually hear it from like Pacific Avenue in Tennessee, different places, because you have a lot of vacant storefronts and you have a lot of empty lots, and the sound travels better there. So, but you know, I wanted to do a live stream of the opening acts, but again, if I couldn't get an electrical hookup where by the closest beach that we could get to, you know, so I couldn't do that. So maybe I'll talk to you guys in a couple hours. Take care today.